Welcome to another DoLallyCrafts off the cuff. The reason I hesitated then, I was trying to figure out whether I was going to do it as an off the cuff or whether I was going to make it a Friday frenzy or whether I was going to make this video it's another crafty Christmas one. Anyway, I've decided it's going to be an off the cuff, and the reason for that is I'm going to try and make 4 cards in 10 minutes. And I've just realised I've got nothing to time myself with. Okay, let's see if my handy dandy tablet, which has an alarm clock, does it also have a stopwatch? Oh, it looks like it does. So we'll move that to 10 minutes. Okay, so that's all ready to be pressed. Before I start, I will show you we're going to be using the Merriest Wishes stamp set, which is in our holiday catalogue. We're only going to be using a couple of stamps out of it, but I do need that one and it's still sitting in there. Okay, so I'll just plonk that on the back of that one. So as you can see, we're using a circular stamp, a large one, and as you can see, I actually keep all of my thinlets or framelets, where possible, in with my dies in with my stamp set, so that I know where they are at all times. I bought some magnetic sheets off eBay, and they're sticky on the back, so you just peel the backing paper off, and they can actually stick inside your folder. And because they're thinlets or framelets, they actually fit in there really neatly. Don't take up half as much room on my bookshelf. Okay, enough of that. Let's get on with these cards, because I've only got 10 minutes to make 4 of them. Now, I have pre-done a few things. As you can see, I have all of my bits and bobs there ready to go. So, without any further ado, let's get this show on the road. Now, I do need my stamp cleaner. Where have I put that? It's off to the side here. So I'll just move all of this stuff out the way, which you can't even see anyway. And we'll give this a bit of spritz. Okay, I'm going to need my bone folder. So let's pop the timer on and we'll start. Okay, these are all the pieces we'll need. So I'm going to start by getting all the details of the colours used and everything, if you can't pick them out from the video, will be found on my blog, as well as all of the measurements. So here we go. So we'll start off with the classic stamp pad in Dapper Denim, and we just plonk that on there. Give that a bit of a quick clean, and then into Real Red. So stamp that there. And we can close that one up. We haven't finished stamping, but here we go. Now this is where the fun begins, trying to get all of these little dots coated, because I don't actually have the stamp pad of Garden Greens, so we will do our best with the marker. At the moment, these markers all come out in to match the sets of papers that the suites that they're being sold with. So Garden Green and Cherry Cobbler are all coming out as a pair. That one didn't turn out too badly. So just cover that up, put the lid back on that, and out with Cherry Cobbler. Now there's 2 ends to these pens, these marker sets. There's a thin end and a thick end, and the way you can tell, this one's got a thick bar on that end and a thin bar on that end, so we know which is the thick nib or the paint nib and which is the thin. And you might be wondering why I'm doing this sideways, so that I don't ruin the nib. Okay, how much time have I got left? Oh, I've waffled for 2.5 minutes already. Okay, so that's those pieces done, so they can be laid aside. And I've already pre-punched out or die cut our Christmas trees. And so now we come in with the real red, and we're going to, I'll need to take that off because I'm going to need to see. You'll have to forgive me if my head gets in the way. But we just pop that down. There we go, beautiful. So out with the next colour, which will be Dapper Denim. And there we go. Oh, they're turning out fantastic. Now, of course, you could do all of these in the same colour, but I thought I'd be different and make things a little bit crazier for myself by making these all 4 different colours. Aren't I good to myself? Oh, these are turning out so well, even though I'm not fully convinced I'm the best working with our markers. It just shows you that even if you're a novice working with the markers, and believe me, I am a novice working with them in this regard, you can still get them done. Beautiful. They look great. Okay, now you need to have some of our glimmer paper or gold foil or foil paper. I just used one of our quick old retired punches just to punch some little pieces out, but you can just snip them out yourself just to cover that little star at the top of the Christmas tree. And I've just put a little glue dot on one side, just enough to hold it in place, as you can see. Just folding it over a little bit. And the last one. There we go. Now we will bring in some dimensionals and pop a dimensional just on each side of the Christmas tree, so that it's going to leave just a little bit of a shadow and 3D effect on our backing colour. I'll flip that one over like so. Okay, so this one's in Dapper Denim, so just peel the backing off. You could put more down there, but for the sake of the speed test that I've put myself under, I'm not going to do it. So there we go. There's the Dapper Denim one. Okay, peel the backing off this one, and then we'll reveal which colour I've got to grab from the side. Okay, real red. So I'll just pop that one on. Right, next one. I have a feeling this is the garden green, but I could be wrong. No, I was right. There we go, and one more, which is the cherry cobbler. Now, as you can see, if you were doing these all in the one colour, they would go so much quicker, but how effective is that? Of course, if you wanted to, you could put glimmer paper behind that, which would give it a more sparkling look. Okay, now where's my snail gone? I did have it here. So pop some snail on the back of that, and we'll just move it down there. The real red, bit of snail. And one more, which is the garden green. And I've just realised after popping all of these on, I still have to pop on. I'll show you. I picked it up to see if I could do it just loosely. There we go. So that's fine. You're not going to actually see. I've just realised I've put the glue dot on in the wrong way, because you're not going to see that that's not actually wrapped around, because we just pop that over the top like so. Okay, next one. I can't believe how quickly these are going. How much time have I got left? I've only got 1:36. I'm not going to be quite that quick, I don't think. I've just realised that one's come off without its glue dot. That'll have to stay there for a moment. Next one. I'm really under the pump here. 4 cards, all different colours. Really, probably wasn't the ideal. There we go. I can always pop those on later with, no, that didn't come off. Okay, where's the glue dot? Oh, I've got 48 seconds left. Okay, so maybe this is not going to make it in the 10 minutes because of all the different colours that I used, but never mind, it's a pretty card anyway, and we've almost finished. So what we do, come on with this, bit of snail to keep. Oh no. Here we go. Thank goodness for ATG. Wouldn't you know it has to happen right in the middle of a test of my speed and dexterity that I run out of glue. Never mind. Okay, 1 second to go. And there goes my alarm. So, oh no, I've got 10 seconds. Oh no, I'm over. Well, let's see how far over I go, shall we? Oh no, I'll have to turn that off because the noise will drive me insane. Okay. That's the second one. Another one. And this one is our real red. So a little bit down to keep that there in place. There we go. Maybe if I'd have done 4 in 12 minutes. Anything to make a difference, eh? Any excuse, as my mother used to say. Okay, there's the garden green. So that's those ones done. Now, we just bring in our... Now, I had my bone folder here. What have I done with it? It's probably right... There we go. I knew it'd be close enough to bite me. Okay, so that's 1 card. 2. 3. 4. Okay, flip all of these over. And we'll put some more. In the original one, when I was coming up with this, I didn't actually have dimensionals on the back of these, but I think they will look really nice popped up with a little bit of added dimension. So here we go. You know, you see these girls all the time doing 10 in 20, and kudos to them, because I don't think the stress level involved in putting 10 cards together in 20 minutes would do my health any good. So hats off to Brandy and all the other girls, all the other demos out there that do 10 in 20, because realistically it's just not in my makeup. I think I do cards quite quickly, but compared to them I must plod along. Okay, this is the fun bit, getting all the backings of the dimensionals off. Okay, so we've got the card the right way up and approximately centre. Okay, and that's the first card done, so we'll just quickly put the rest of them together, because I've still got to put the rest of the ribbons on. Oh, and I forgot, I've still got to put the on the original card, which I didn't actually show you at the beginning of the video, I actually put a little bit of bling on the cards as well. So even 4 cards in 15 minutes wouldn't have worked for me. There we go. That's another one. Oh, excuse me. A tickle in my throat then. I do apologise. Okay. I don't think in future I'm going to be such a smart aleck and try any of these 10 cards in 20 minutes or 4 cards in 10 minutes or what have you, because I'm really not built for speed, as anybody who knows me in real life can attest. Okay, almost to the end of this. Oh, doesn't want to come off. Make sure we have it the right way round. That would be a good idea. And if you're wondering why I do so many top fold cards, I don't know. Sorry, my camera cut out then. I don't know how your mum used to string up all of her Christmas cards when you were little, but my mother always had that string go across the wall, and every time she received a card it went up on that string across the wall, so it hung up, and over Christmas you'd see 20, 30, with my mother it could be 40 or 50 cards hanging on the wall. But because most of the ones that you buy from the store are side fold, they looked a bit peculiar and you couldn't really read who they were from. So I figured making top folding so that they can actually hang over the string wouldn't be such a bad idea. Okay, we've gotten to this part. Now we'll grab out some bling. Have I got any loose? There we go, they're the ones I was looking for. Okay, so what we do, oh, this one just doesn't want to come do what it's told. No, it doesn't want to stick. Yes, it does. 1, 2, 3. Must be with just these little ones. 1, 2, 3. 3. One. And one more. Last one. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Now, just to finish off inside, we have our Be Joyful stamp. So this one is real red. Make sure we have it the right way around. There we go. Just to fill in. And two. I mean, you could make it even easier and just have all of the sentiments in black, so that it didn't matter which card you were stamping, they all had exactly the same writing on them, and it would make it so much easier. Bit of a huff on it, and there we go, we've stamped that one. Just clean it off. Last one. I think I'll have to title this one My Failed Attempt at a 4-card in 10-minute challenge, hey? Okay. Give it a huff and then stamp it down. Beautiful. Okay, so I'll just bring them all back in. And there you go, our beautiful supposed 4 cards in 10 minutes. Some of these, what I might have to do, no, they just don't want to go down. I suppose once they're in the envelopes they'll flatten, but there you go, my off the cuff for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it's only the second off the cuff I've done. Maybe next week's off the cuff will be actually making a pretty little box for all of these to go in. Who am I kidding? Alright, see you next week, or whenever. Bye.